finally I made it to the truck wash. You see my truck is behind me over here. And this is Woodstock, TA Travel Center in Woodstock, Ontario, and there's no truck washes, you know, in Kitchener-Waterloo area. Some guy said there's something in Elmira, in farm country, but I never been there, you know. So, and plus, I thought I would go to the sign shop, and sign shop is in Ayr, A-Y-R, Ayr, which is 20 kilometers from my yard. So basically where I park my truck, 20 kilometers west is the sign shop, and then 30 more kilometers is this Woodstock, right? So I figured might as well go here. And now I sent him a bunch of messages to the sign shop about, you know, changing the typeface, those red signs, and the guy sent me an email saying that they can fix me up if I come on Tuesday at 8 a.m. So no Monday. So now I'm thinking what else I can do today to be operational ASAP. Maybe I'll take care of some things on the trailer. Oh, and one thing I wanted to mention is that before I would have problems with the truck when I would change tires, you know, it would start pulling to one side, but with even with the previous tires, 11R22.5, when I changed them, you know, the steering was dead on. And also now I drove on the freeway, you know, like 95 km an hour, 59 miles per hour, and the truck just holds the road. I really like these big tires, you know. It's not the ride is not rough, very nice. And now the truck has a serious look. I'm talking about the new 12R22.5 tires. So now we're talking. This thing needed a bath real bad. So I just spent 86 bucks Canadian. Not a very good job, Beacon. But at least the floor is clean. And why I wanted to wash it is yeah, I wanted to wash it as well because I want to, you know, touch up the paint on the trailer. So now I can do that. All right. Let's go see what else we can do today to get ready for my first load. Okay, just got my coffee, so I'm ready to go back to Cambridge. And when you are an owner-operator or a carrier, one thing you gotta keep an eye on is the expiry date of your annual inspection stickers. And I have 3 units: a truck, trailer, and the flip axle, because the flip axle has its own VIN number and its own plate. And I checked, the truck is fine, the flip axle is fine, but the trailer, the sticker is expiring, you know, this month. So I decided I gotta do it, you know, before, while I still have time. And I'm in Woodstock, and there's carrier trucks where actually I bought my my first international. and now they sell trailers. And I figured, wait a second, if they are a trailer dealer, they must be doing, they must be able to do an annual inspection. And I called them, and they said they're too busy today, but if I bring the trailer tomorrow, they might do it. And I'm already going to the sign shop tomorrow at 8, so I said, no, I cannot do it. My truck looks good. And then I called, I called these guys, actually yesterday. Yeah, I called this Woodstock TA, because I remember I did, a couple of times I did my, when I was with Landstar, they do Landstar DOT inspections, you know, like 3 months DOT inspections. And so I called them, I said, hey, I don't want to, because US DOT inspection is equal to Canadian inspection. You know? And actually on my truck I have a DOT inspection, because normally they're easier to find, you know, like when you're in the States, a lot of truck stops do them, so I just, let's say I go to a TA in the States, or some labs now do it, and it's quick, you know, it doesn't cost a lot of money. But these guys say no, because they're Canadian, and it's Woodstock, Ontario, Canada. They cannot, and because my truck is plated in Canada, they said they cannot do DOT inspection, it's only for Landstar. And so I said, wait, so do you do annual inspections like Ontario ones, right? She says, yeah, but then we have to take the wheels off, and it takes like, you know, 3-4 hours, and we charge you by the hour. I said, okay, I'll pass. And finally I called, just now I called Wabash. You know, Wabash, it's a trailer dealer. They sell their own trailers, and that's my favorite trailer shop in Kitchener. The guys that fixed my Kaufman when the ramp was broken, right? And I called them. They said, yeah, but today might be difficult. So I said, wait, okay, let me think. I said, tomorrow I gotta be at 8 o'clock at the sign shop in Air, but all they need is my truck. So I said, how about I come in, I drop my trailer, and I bobtail home, and then you take your time, do it either today or tomorrow. I said, as long as you do it by tomorrow, I'm fine. Because tomorrow, you know, I might get my stickers, start looking for the load. So I want to be ready tomorrow. And then today also, I don't know, I'm waiting till the trailer is dry, because I got the paint with me. And then I just want to touch up all these little, you know, spots with I feel like these things are rusting so bad. Look, the trailer is 1 year old. In August it was 1 year old. So yeah, when it's dry, I'm gonna touch it up, and I'm gonna ask him about this lip over here. Like when I drop the trailer at Wabash, I'll ask him if they fix this ugliness over here. Well, I really don't like this. Maybe ask him to again weld something in here, you know, because this is really like, oh, look over here how thick the metal is, and then this part is so thin, so if some big machine goes slightly off course, that's it, you're done, you know. So that's the plan. The plan, drop the trailer and let them do the inspection, and then tomorrow morning we'll go and fix the signs. Basically what I was thinking, I cannot imitate the outline on my computer, because I only have regular, you know, office software. But I could see that how I can increase the size here, because I was afraid to go in here because of these lines. But I don't think it should be a problem, you know. Like we can increase the size like to here and to here, make it bigger, like Sergei Dratchev heavy haul. And definitely I checked, as one gentleman suggested, that white would look great, you know, not like this one, but maybe like Verdana, something like heavy blocky. I'm not, you know, such a big fan of this impact. I think it's hard to read. You see, like there's hardly any space like between I and D, between my names, you know, and he spaced out letters, but it just looks, see, the space between Y and H is pretty much the same as over here. It looks stupid, you know. I'm gonna go with yeah, something simple like Helvetica or Ariel or Verdana, Tacoma, you know. Just make it heavy style. So that's tomorrow. And the permit lady emailed me today, where I sent all my paperwork. The permit company where I'll be getting my permits, she said yeah, she received everything. So she's gonna set me up, and she sent me some forms. She says if you're gonna be buying permits from Ontario, you need to fill out this thing. So I'll have to fill out that one. Haven't heard yet from the factoring company, because I guess they're busy. I send them all the paperwork on the weekend, and I don't like doing that, because it's often, you know, it gets lost when you send something on the weekend and then they come in the morning, there's like 200 faxes, you know. And actually one guy made a point about this, because I'm applying with US factoring companies, you know, which might be, of course, beneficial. I'm not gonna factor. I'm choosing companies where there's no minimum, like you don't have to factor each load, you know. There's no obligation to factor each load. So I would factor only loads when I really need to have money in my Canadian bank. And the problem is that I just forgot that wait a second, I'm in Canada, so some of the shippers and brokers might be Canadian, right? So they will be paying me in Canadian dollars, and to use a US factoring company is, I don't think it will be a very good idea, you know, because these guys, the Canadians, will pay them like, you lose, I guess, too much in conversion. But again, I don't care about that. Let's say if I have my $3,000 Canadian truck payment coming out of my account, it's either you pay or you fail to pay, you know, and I have my financial company come after me. So sometimes you gotta pay fees, you know. So like I said, factoring will be, of course, it's best to build up your savings and you know, just wait till you can receive the check and cash the check without all these fees. Because yeah, like these guys I applied with, they want 5%, you know, and some of my loads, you know, they can pay anywhere from $2,000 to freaking, you know, $40,000, right? If it's a big oversized load. And 5% from 20,000, that's $1,000, you know. I think that's a bit too much. So like, again, I think it's only good for rare cases where you desperately need money in your account, you know, like ASAP, because these guys can transfer money within 24 hours or within 2 business days to your account, you know. And then I just call my bank and I let them transfer the money into from my US account to my Canadian account. So that's probably going to be another couple of business days, but still, sometimes it's, you know, it's helpful. So I'm trying to just think about all these scenarios, because I know it's important, you know, to have access to money, because like I said last time, with Landstar I often was in trouble because I had money on my fuel card and I'm in the States, and there was no way for me to transfer the money to Canada. You know, I don't want to be in that situation. I want to have the money in the US, in Canada, so to have more flexibility. Okay, let's get going, and we'll go to Wabash, drop the trailer, and then probably go to the coffee shop and do some more paperwork and check with the sticker company, because they were saying Tuesday, maybe it'll be ready today, those cross-border stickers. And they made me drop my trailer here at the Wabash, and it was a bit of a struggle. because I wanted to leave the trailer with the gooseneck with the gooseneck locked, you know. And when you drop the trailer, so that this part goes down, you gotta lift this lever and open these controls. You see, actually now they're still kind of like a little bit loose, but still they're down, you know, so that's good. So they're supporting the trailer. When that Shan guy will start pulling it, because he doesn't have a PTO, so I have to make sure that the height is the same. See, the height is pretty much the same as a drive van, but also what's good is that he has hydraulic fifth wheel. He can raise it up and down, so you know, it should work. But I just wanted to make sure I leave with the gooseneck like this. And you know, when it was in position 2, now it's position 1. When it was in position 2, even though I put the blocks on, the gooseneck was sliding. You know, I started going from under it very slowly, and I was watching this, and this part was kept going down, 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 basically ready to hit my fenders, you know. But now it's all good. I just asked the guy, I said, when you lift it, put the blocks please back on, and then when you drop it, leave it, put it like this so I can hook up to it. And so I was just thinking, since, oh, and also I asked him to try to fix that lip over there, the bent one, and also they will see what they can do about the drain valve. You know, I don't think anybody will bug me over here, so I'll just do some quick spraying. You know? Let's have some fun. And I know it's useless over here because another big machine will damage it again, but just trying to get rid of rust, you know. I keep forgetting to take a picture of this, because you know, I was looking at my weights over here, and from factory this truck came with only 3 axles, right? And that's what it shows: 66 kgs on the front, 10,400 kgs drive 1, and then drive 2. But then over here there's a sticker that says modified vehicle. And these guys when they install the pusher, and they give me this. So now, on top of everything else, I see 9072, which is 9,072 kgs, which is my pusher. No, it says that my gross vehicle weight rating in kilograms is 36472. That's a serious truck. By the way, that's my transponder over there on the window, and I try to transfer. Okay, let me make sure I got my key. I try to transfer my vehicle, or the transponder. I was not sure like how you do this, but you know, because that thing cost, see over there, it's cost like 40 US, you know, and it's valid till the end of the year, you know. And if you change trucks, you cannot use it, but if it's the same truck and you just change companies, you can reassign that transponder, because without it, it's a big hassle to cross into US, because basically that's your payment to US Customs. And so I went to their page, what is it called, dtops.com, dtops.com. That's where you deal with all these decals and transponders, and not just for the trucks, but for planes and boats. And I went there, I couldn't find how to do it, and so I emailed the support, and this morning the guy sent me an email with instructions how to do it. So that's the plan for today, is try to To do that, transfer the transponder. I need to get a quote on travel insurance or health insurance, and there's a couple of other small things I need to do, but I need to check with the factoring company, see if they received my documents that I sent over the weekend, like how is the setting up process goes, you know, because I really need that. And then tomorrow morning I'll go to the sign shop and we'll fix it. And I'm thinking either we'll add a white outline, like a second sign, but I think it will be pretty difficult to do, you know. So if that does not work, because what that can do is that will save time on removing the old one, because I'm not sure how much they will charge me, because, you know, usually these guys, they try to, if you're not happy, they will redo it. I think they will give me a discount, because they should have told me that a red, dark red, like, I'm not a graphic designer, right? I'm a trucker. And so you should tell me that that color does not match, you know, like, we understand your opinion, but let me tell you this, I'm a professional. So they should have done that, you know. But yeah, so they charge 70 bucks Canadian per hour to remove old signs. But last time, all those signs, sorry, I got a cold, but it's getting better now. Yesterday was, I felt really like weak and, you know, sleeping all day, and bad timing. It's, some people say it's a virus. It always happens to me when I start driving with the open window in late fall, you know. When the air gets cold, it always gets me. But anyway, so yeah, so either white outline to the existing red sign, or pay for the removal and then just get probably, you see, like those signs over there on the container. China shipping, the green one. Maybe get something like that, 3 feet tall, you know. Then for sure, people will see me from far away. But actually, that's the idea, you know. Like, the letters has to be thick and very simple. Like, I really understand that. So you don't need any fancy, you know, elements on letters. They should be blocky, big and simple, and then they're easy to read. Like this one, see, the sign says gold on the side of the container. The same thing, right? It's a sans serif font. It's not a serif, it's sans serif. The letters are very plain, just like the white letters over there, and numbers. And that's what we're doing. And so once I have that, so basically I just have a few things left. So get it set up with factoring company, right? Once that is done, I can start booking loads, because then I know I'll be paid. And the stickers for the cross-border, they should be ready tomorrow, I think. And then annual inspection on the trailer is done. Truck and flip axle are still good. And I painted, as you saw, I painted the trailer a little bit, so it looks really nice. So the truck and trailers are washed. So tires are good on the front, tires is good, all tires are good in the back. Logbook wise, it's still legal. I'm gonna be using, I'm very happy with Eclipse logs. I think the website is logbook.com. Very nice, but it's on the computer. It's not an e-log. So I'll be doing that for now. Like later when it becomes obligatory, I think I'll just get one of those
you know, plugins that go into your port, and get a software so I can use it, because I have a tablet that's always on the internet, right? I can use that tablet now. It'll be, besides the navigation device, it'll be my e-log device, because it's already set up. It's already on the dash, you know, ready to go. So yeah, that's pretty much all there. And the signs, yeah, and the signs we're doing tomorrow. And then transferring the transponder, just a couple of minor details. So basically, the guys have some patience. I'm pretty sure I'll have a load this week, and that'll be more interesting than just me talking about a bunch of bureaucratic hurdles that DOT and MTO puts in your way when you want to go independent. Like, so many things to do, you know. You see, like, it's that simple. DOT number, CVR number, but then all this little stuff starts adding up, you know. All right, thanks for watching. Sergei out.